Good morning, Alliance family. Woo! I cannot tell you guys how fired up I am to be here right now. It feels so good to have the team back together. Thank you, Andy and Jane, for this opportunity. The responsibility and an honor I don't take. I'm going to be talking to you guys today about how I made $32,000 last year while juggling a full-time college schedule at NC State and being 18 and 19. While my topic is college and commissions, I'm hoping everybody can apply this in their life because we all have stuff going on that makes this business and our dreams inconvenient. Winning is not supposed to be easy, but it sure is heck. Tim Grover says that for everyone, there are endless setbacks, challenges, obstacles, roadblocks that force most people out of the race. But if you stay with it, if you can survive the battlefield in your mind, if you can tolerate fear and doubt, loneliness, winning would like the word. If winning was easy, everyone would do it. It's the fact that everyone doesn't do it that makes it worth it. It's that fight, having to grow to become the person who can win. And I'm not going to pretend it was easy. It wasn't easy to hear my roommates talking about how I was working too much or missing out on the cool party, cool fun that was going on. I have a severe case of FOMO, so I don't like missing out on them. And it was hard. There were days I did not feel like running appointments because I didn't want to miss out on what was going on back then. I cried. Sometimes it was lonely. But there's nothing in this world I would change those lonely nights for because they led me to Aruba. And I would much rather be on a 5-star trip with my parents and the Alliance family at a frat party. I love the people I met at college, but the people I want to be like are all along these walls and in this room today. If you think and act like everyone else, you're going to be like everyone else. And I made the decision a long time ago that I did not want to live a mediocre life. You're going to encounter people who are going to judge you for missing that birthday party or your kid's kindergarten kickball game, whatever the heck is going on. But I promise the sacrifice is worth the reward. I love how Andy talked about missing basketball games on TV for years, but now he gets to watch them from the floor with the coaches. So, sacrifice in the short term so you can experience excellence. I believe y'all with everything inside of me, this event, this business can forever change your life. But it's not going to if you don't figure out what you're going to work. If you don't know why you are willing to get up, work, sacrifice, you're just going to keep going in the rat race, get frustrated. No shows are going to bother you a whole lot more. I know what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for my future family to have a mommy to look up to. I'm fighting to be the wife that my future husband needs. I'm fighting so that my kids are never going to have to look outside of the house for an example to follow. I don't ever want anybody to say that I gave up on my dreams. And once you figure out what you're fighting for, the two biggest things I think will help you is committing to a specific schedule, controlling who you associate. So let's talk about schedule first. You need to define reality and set realistic expectations. And your growing upline, awesome resource for this because they've got experience helping people with schedules. My first full year was 2020, right when we started talking about 40-40. Y'all, I got fired up. Awesome, I'm gonna go out, run 40 appointments, recruit 40 people a week. I'm fired up. But I was taking 17 credit hours. It just wasn't gonna happen. And if I set my goal at 40 appointments a week, I would constantly be letting myself down and I would just mess with myself. So I sat down with Noelle Leventovich, and she helped me clarify my schedule, my priorities, what I needed to work through. I wasn't doing 40-40, but I was doing Emily. She taught me to be specific with every minute of my day. For example, I worked out at 6:15 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so we put that in my schedule, and then we had to put my shower, my reading time, my eating, sleeping, everything. Since I stayed up late as a college student, sometimes waking up at 5:45 a.m. kind of sucked. And so I realized that I couldn't stay awake in my classes on those days since I didn't get any sleep. And so I put in 20-minute naps into my schedule. And I also scheduled non-productive activities during non-productive. I scheduled my Netflix. I mean, have you guys seen Too Hot to Handle? Trashy. But you gotta schedule it. It might sound a little obsessive to schedule Netflix, sleeping, eating, but it gave me so much freedom with my time. And it helped with emotional stability. Ogmandino says, weak is he who permits his thoughts to control his actions. Strong is he who forces his actions to control his thoughts. And you have to force your actions to control your thoughts. You can't permit your thoughts to control your actions. That's the only thing I think will be more imperative to your success schedule is the people you choose to associate with. Whether you've had positive influences in your life up to this point or not, you get a choice going on from today to associate with positive people. Andy talks about it all the time. You want to be a millionaire, hang around millionaires. You want to be a drug dealer, hang around drug dealers. And to be clear, being Adam and Beth Katz's daughter has done me zero favors dialing or running appointments. I don't have some magical aura whenever I walk in the home that's like, oh, they want to buy from me. No. But it did give me the opportunity to associate with people like Andy and Jane, Mike and Noelle, Bella, Jake, who have shown me how to overcome challenges, stay positive in the battle. I was shown books by people like Brian Tracy, Napoleon Hill, John Maxwell. You get a choice today to change your associations. And maybe you don't have a great family that you're going home to. Maybe you have negativity surrounding you back at home. But you have access to books. You have access to Andy frickin' Albright every Wednesday and Friday. Don't take that lightly. It's not supposed to be convenient to get around success. You had to make sacrifices to be here today, and it's a choice. And there's always going to be things trying to distract you. I remember in middle and high school, I volunteered at my church, and every once in a while they would do like pastries for the volunteers. And I also did the Daniel fast a couple times, which is where you cut out sugar and gluten and pretty much good. And it seemed that every time I made that commitment to do the Daniel fast, come in the next Sunday, there were the cinnamon rolls and muffins. I'm like, what the heck? You guys didn't have these last week. And I know that's a silly problem. But the point is, there's always going to be things coming at you and distractions that you're going to have to figure out how to work. They're going to come at you hard as soon as you make a commitment, have a positive. Get ready. One of my sister's favorite movies is Storks. The infamous line we use in our family is, make a plan, stick to the plan, always deliver. You get a choice today to stop making excuses, stick to the plan. The plan is the 8th step. Andy has made it so simple. He wrote a book about it, plastered along the walls. It's not hard. Our job is to live. One of my favorite quotes is by Randy Pausch in the last lecture, and he says, the brick walls are not there to keep you out. They're there to see how bad you are. I'm going to fight for my dreams. I'm going to choose to get 1% better today and every day. I'm going to go knock down some brick walls. Who's ready to come with me and change their legacy?